So in his name we start. In this period we are going to introduce a new objective that you should know about it, which is cross multiplication or cross multiplying fractions. So consider the fractions below. We can do cross multiplying. We multiply 3 by 8 and 4 by 6. So we get 3 times 8. We keep the sign which is equal between them. 3 times 8 is equal to 4 times 6, which is 24 equal to 24. We know that these two fractions, 3 over 4 and 6 over 8, are equal. By simplifying 6 by 2 and 8 by 2, we get 3 over 4. So these two fractions are equal. Cross multiplying shows us that we can write them as 3 times 8 is equal to 4 times 6. 3 times 8 is equal to 24, and 6 times 4 is equal to 24. So 24 equal to 24. Okay, now try these ones by yourself. Now try these ones by yourself. Yalla, the first one, what do we do here, ya Haneen?
بتصير 2 times 9 و 3 times 6.
Okay, the first one, what do we get, ya Haneen? Haneen?
2 times 9 و 3 times 6.
2 times 9 like that, and 3 times 6 like that. This is cross multiplying. We get 2 times 9 equal 3 times 6. Or we may put 3 times 6 first is equal to 2 times 9. And both will give 2 times 9 is what?
18.
Haneen, 18 equal to 3 times 6 is what?
18.
18.
في الحل الثانية
18 equal to 18. What did I say before I start recording? Next one, Ali Shahla.
5 times 14 و 7 times 10.
Okay, 5 times 14 and 7 times 10. So part 2.
تطلع 7.
5 times 14 equal to 7 times 10. If the fractions are equal, we get equal values. 5 times 14 equal to 7 times 10, or we may put 7 times 10 first equal to 5 times 14. It's the same. It's the same. Here we get 70 equal 70, and here 70 equals 7. Third one, ya Fatima Amar.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute يا فاطمة. خلينا نشوف من عنا بالميتينج بده يفوت. Okay. The third one, ya Fatima, the same. 4 times 12 equal to 3 times 16. 4 times 12 equals to 3 times 16. And 4 times 12 is how much? 48 equals 48. And we can put it 3 times 16 equal 4 times 12. It's the same. Now we continue. Why do we use cross multiplication? If we have a literal fraction like this, x over 4 is equal to 6 over 8, we can cross multiply to get the value of x. We can cross multiply to get the value of x. Okay, like here. So here, what is the first step to do? 1, cross multiply the equation. We want to find the value of x. X is an unknown.
24.
Wait, ya Ali. X is an unknown. First step, cross multiply the equation. We do cross multiplication. 2, solve as normal. Let us see how on the board. Ali Amar. Ali Amar. Ali Amar. Sam Wehbi.
أي أستاذ
Okay, what do we do here, Hassan?
ما نعرف الإكس أي راء.
Okay, the first step, what do we do? What is the first step we do?
divide.
Divide.
بنضرب 4 ب 6.
4 بال6.
Okay.
بتعطينا شو اسمه
4 times 6 is equal to
42. 24 ويعني تطلع 4 الإكس.
the first step. Name the first step.
4 times 6.
The first step. What do we call this operation we are doing now?
Time.
It is what?
Cross multiplication.
It is cross multiplication. So the first step is we cross multiply. We cross multiply. X times 8 should be equal to 4 times 6. We put X times 8
equal 4 الإكس.
equal 4 times 6. This is cross multiplication. Then first step, cross multiply. Or cross multiplication. Okay, Hussein?
Okay.
And when we have an unknown, which is x, we try to put it to the left side, the first. We start with it, and we start x times 8 equal to 4 times 6. Okay, x times 8 gives what, ya Hussein?
24.
X times 8.
X
What's the
times
answer of x times 8?
42 يعني نفس الشيء.
X times 8, how do we write it?
4 times 8.
Ali Zain, how do we write x times 8?
8x.
8x. Sign. We put it as 8x equal 4 times 6, Ya Hussein?
24.
24.
20.
Now we have 8x is equal to 24. Now we have 8x is equal to 24. So what is the number multiplied by 8 that gives 24?
4.
3.
Sain Wahbi.
3 يا أستاذ.
3. So x here we can conclude directly, and x is equal to 3. X is equal to 3. But how do we calculate it? If we have 8x is equal to 24, we want to find x alone. We want to find x only. So what do? We divide both sides by 8. Both sides of the equal. We divide both sides of the equation by 8. And then here we simplify 8 by 8. We get x. After simplifying 8 by 8, we get x over 1. A 1x over 1, which is x, is equal to 24 over 8 is equal to what? To 3. This is how we make an operation. We can guess it directly. What is the number? By asking ourselves here, what is the number that we multiply it by 8 to get 24? It is 3. To calculate it or to make an operation algebraically, we divide both sides of this equation, which is 8x over 2 equal 24. We divide both sides in 8x over 8. This is the first side. And the second side is 24. We divide it also by 8. We get 8. With 8 is simplified. We get x here on the left side. And on the right side, we get 24 over 8, which is 3. Okay? This is how we operate. Any questions?
No.
Clear?
Clear.
So continue. Cross multiplication, like this literal fractions are equal, the a over b is equal to c over d. We have to cross multiply a times d equal ad, and b times c is equal to bc, so ad is equal to bc. This is cross multiplication. What should we put as a condition here? Ali Amar, are you hearing us?
Teacher, yes, but I disconnected.
Okay. Here, cross multiplication, a over b is equal to c over d. We multiply a times d and put equal to b times c. ad is equal to bc. This point means multiply a times d, a multiplied by d, and b multiplied by c. So what condition should we have here before we do the cross multiplication?
A times كيف
What condition should we have? We have b as a denominator and d as a denominator. What condition should we write here?
D بتكون as a numerator will be as a numerator.
No. b is the denominator and d is the denominator. Before we cross multiply, قبل ما نضرب, before we cross multiply, what condition should we write? If b is a denominator,
A times D و B times C.
before we multiply, what should we say about b and about d only? Hala,
نلغي غير الدنيميتر.
Hala,
B and D are denominators.
what condition should they satisfy? B should be different from Ali Zain.
Zero. Different from zero.
Different from
Different
zero.
from 0, and D should be different from 0. Okay?
Yes.
They are denominators, and denominator cannot be equal to 0. Okay? Right. Let's continue here. Knowing that 1.6a equals 7b, how can we write them if we apply cross multiplication? Here, 1.6 over 7 is equal to what?
0.
No, you should use A and B. We have the equation 1.6a equals 7b. How do we get this equation if we put this fraction? Yeah, Ali Yusuf. How do we get this equation if we have 1.6 over 7 equal to what? 7 is multiplied. يعني if we do here, wait. شو الكالكوليتر? You don't have to use a calculator. Look at here. We should do cross multiplication in part A to get 1.6a equals 7b. Where do we put B and A here? Luay.
Teacher.
All of you lower your hands. If you don't want to answer, lower your hands.
Can I answer?
If you want to answer, lower your hands. Luay. How should we put A and B to get 1.6a equals 7b after doing cross multiplication?
Instead, we multiply it by each other.
Okay, where do we put A and where do we put B here? To get 1.6a after cross multiplying, we should get 1.6a equals 7b.
تصفيه أولى.
No. We should do here cross multiplication. Like that. To
يعني
get
هون البي وتحت.
1.6a equals 7b. So 7 should be multiplied by what, yellow eye?
By 1.6.
We have 7b. 7 times b. By what do we multiply 7 to get 7b? Fatima Al-Assad.
أستاذ نضرب 7 بالبي.
So we put b the numerator or the denominator?
Numerator.
Present b, 7b. B is above and
1.6 denominator هي الآي.
Very good. And we should say here A is different from 0. A is different from 0. Part B. Luay.
Yes.
Where do we put here? We have A over B. How do we distribute 1.6 and 7 here on the fraction to get, after cross multiplying, to get 1.6a equals 7b? So now yellow eye, we have A over B. How do we distribute 1.6 and 7 to get 1.6A equals 7B? Ali Amar. علي عمر. حسين الخشن.
نعم يا أستاذ.
يلا يا حسين. يلا يا حسين الخشن.
نعم يا أستاذ.
Continue, complete this fraction to get 1.6A equals 7B. Where do you put 1.6 and 7? يعني بعد ما أعمل أنا cross multiplication, after doing cross multiplication, I should get this equation, 1.6A equals 7B. What do you put here?
1.6.
If I put in the numerator يا حسين شو فوق يعني
7B.
ما هي البي هون يعني 7 فوق 7 وتحت 1.6 صح. هلا after doing cross multiplication we get A times 1.6 we get 1.6A and 7 times B we get 7B. Ali Amar. Third try to Ali Amar. And here we say B is different from 0.
Teacher.
Okay. The part C Ali Amar.
7 over 1.6
equal. But after cross multiplication I should get this. هاي رجعوا لهيدي دائما.
اوكي 7 بتصير 3 والبابا مثل ما حطينا فوق 1.6 بتصير A. نعمل cross multiplication معناتها بتصير A over B.
A over B. مش 7 بتصير B. 7 بتصير 7B. Okay. After cross multiplication we should get what? 1.6 times A, 1.6A and 7 times B, 7B. The third one يا خليني اشوف مين عندي. زينب منعم third one.
Yes. 7 over B equal
7 over A. It is 7 over A.
7 over A equal 1.6 the numerator and B the denominator.
Very good, Zainab. Excellent, Zainab. Very good. Okay. After doing here cross multiplication, we should get 1.6A equal to 7B or 7B equal 1.6A. It doesn't differ. ما بتفرق. It doesn't differ if we put 7B equal 1.6A or 1.6A equal 7B. It's the same. And here we can say or 7B equal 1.6A. This is cross multiplication. So here, this is the answer. I marked this in red. To after doing cross multiplication, we should get 1.6A equals 7B in all the 4 parts. In all these 4 parts. Okay. Okay. Part 18. You have 5 minutes to calculate the value of X and the value of Y in each of these 2 parts, A and B. And the
It's
y,
5 minutes بيكون خلص الوقت.
it's okay.
I have finished. Okay.
So here we have the examples. We have two examples, A and B. Let's start the part A. Ali Zain. First, what do you do, ya Ali?
Cross multiplication.
Cross multiplication first. We
7
start with the side which has the unknown, which is 7x.
equal 40.
7x equal 40. Then to get x alone, what do we do?
The first number beside the x.
Okay.
يعني 7x over 7.
We divide both sides of the equation by
7.
7. And 7 with 7 is simplified. We get x equal
40 over 7.
40 over 7. Okay. This one, Muhammad Asim.
نعم يا سي.
Okay. The same as Ali worked. The first thing we do is what?
السيزون بنضرب 6 في 4.5
Very good.
وال 15 الواي.
Very good. What do we call this process? What do we call it, Ali Amar?
بيقول لك
Ali
it is
Amar.
cross multiplication.
Cross multiplication. Very good. So 15y. Continue, ya Muhammad Asim. 15 times y is 15y equal 6 times 4.5 is 27. So now what do we do, ya Muhammad Asim? The first step, we cross multiply. Make sure to put on the left side, on the first side of the equal, the value with the unknown, which is 15y equal 6 times 4.5 is 27. The third step is we divide by the number in front of the y here, which is the coefficient of y. What is the number in front of y?
50.
$15
So what do? We divide both sides by
15.
15
15 with 15. Simplified, we get y equal 27
over 50.
Can we simplify here, Muhammad Asim? 27 and 15.
لا يا أستاذ.
Bala. We can simplify by 3, 9, and by 3, 5. So the final answer is 9 over 5. Y equals 9 over 5. Okay?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
this is all for today.